Boyard, an ancient island fortress surrounded by the Atlantic Ocean, home to a vast hoard of tantalising treasure and inhabited by a host of grisly guardians. Undaunted, 6 intrepid teams of young adventurers have set their eyes firmly on the fort's prize. Their mission to beat any challenge the fort throws at them and win keys which will unlock the treasure chamber. The more keys they win, the more time they'll get to grab the gold. The 2 teams who collect the most treasure over the series will go head-to-head in the grand final. But only one can emerge triumphant to win the trophy and to be crowned ultimate conquerors of the fort. Who has the skill, the nerve, the downright determination to succeed? Will it be one of the teams on today's Fort Boyard Ultimate Challenge?
Welcome to Fort Boyard Ultimate Challenge. 2 brave teams have stormed the fort, eager to take on any challenges that get between them and the treasure.
For every challenge they successfully complete, they'll win a key. Now, 5 is the magic number because if they get 5 keys, they'll get the maximum amount of time in the treasure chamber to grab the fort's gold.
It's all about the keys because keys equals time and time equals treasure. The team that walks away with the most treasure gets to take home the trophy. So, without further ado, I think we should meet both our teams ready to do battle.
Let's do it.
I think we could go to the end and win this competition.
We can be battered and bruised, but we'll never give up and we're always going to win.
We've all got so many different skills and we've definitely got what it takes to take on the fort.
Red Vipers are going to win Fort Boyard because we don't sign up to lose something.
I reckon the Blue Sharks can make it to the final. We just got to really push it.
I think the other teams need to watch out for the Sharks because we are going to win.
I know that we will do very, very well.
The Sharks can go all the way to the final and probably win it because we're amazing.
How are we doing?
Steady there! Steady there!
Well, welcome to Fort Boyard.
Welcome!
Already a great entrance by the Sharks. Now, team captain, talk to me. What have you guys got today that is going to make sure you completely obliterate these Vipers?
I think that we're going to figure out the challenges and think about them a lot more intensely and just think, right, if we do it this way and strategise a lot more, we're really going to go for it.
This is what I like to hear, an intellectual debate. Brilliant.
Talia, team captain, what's it like being on the fort?
It's amazing. It's a lot bigger than I thought.
Really?
But it's really fun being here.
Good. And are the Vipers going to be victorious today?
Yes! All right, time for the first challenge. Teams, first duel. This is the one to mark the beginning, OK? This is what's going to happen. Suzanne and Katie are out there on a narrow ledge, which is 50 feet above the raging ocean. What they need to do is edge their way across and grab a cartridge. They need to then find their way back, unscrew the cartridge, sight out the coach to you guys who are eagerly waiting by that box to grab the key. The team that grabs the key first naturally wins the challenge. Are we ready?
Yep. Yes!
Do you think they can do it?
Yes!
OK. Your challenge starts now!
And we're off.
Come on.
This challenge requires some serious nerves of steel. Those ledges are tiny.
I would not fancy being up there, Andy.
The weather is looking pretty dodgy. It's raining hard and blowing a gale out there, but those girls are really going for it.
It looks like the Sharks are edging the lead here.
Yes, Katie's out in front for the Sharks.
Has fear got the better of Suzanne?
She's still going, but it's Katie that's extending her lead. Both girls are being incredibly brave. Katie's nearly there. She's nearly at the cartridge. Suzanne isn't far behind.
Katie's made it to the box with the cartridge.
Yep, Katie's got the cartridge.
You really wouldn't want to be dropping that, would you?
After all that effort, can you imagine how gutting that would be?
she's got to make her way back now, and it's easier said than done in these conditions, Andy.
Suzanne's not far behind, though. She's only a couple of feet away from her cartridge.
But Katie's racing back. I think she wants to get out of the rain as quickly as possible.
Suzanne's nearly there. Don't forget, Katie's still got a lot of work to do. She's got to get back, unscrew the cartridge, and shout the code out to her teammates.
Katie is so close. Suzanne looks a bit stuck, but Katie's almost back.
OK, now Katie's through. OK, Katie's through.
Keep pulling, Suzanne!
Kate.
8425! 8425! 8425! 8425!
Have you got it? Have you got it? Those highlights.
Being on the outside of the fall is absolutely terrifying because you've got the sea beneath you and there's nowhere to put your hands, just rocks, and you've got a tiny little ledge for your feet, so it's really scary.
I could see Katie above me the whole time, so I was kind of aware of where she was as well.
My heart was in my mouth because I was just like, oh, please, please, let her get the code, please.
I felt I was under more pressure to get the key because you're not by yourself in a room, you're with another person, so it's a bit stressful.
A fantastic effort from both of you. Let's take a look at the scores. So the Sharks have 1 key and the Vipers have no keys. Well done, guys. Good times. Good start, good start.
All is not lost, because this is your chance now to get your first key. Are you with me?
Yeah!
Let's do it, come on!
Vipers,
Get your head in the vault! Now, team, I don't want you to be too downhearted, because this is your chance to get another key. Talia, your team captain, who's going to be doing this?
Neve's going to be doing this one.
Neve, come on forward. Now, I hope you're brave, because in this room, you've got to make your way down the tunnel all the way out the other side and find the key. You've got to then turn around and make your way back up again, out to the top just here. You're in complete darkness inside this room, but we have been quite nice. We put a few friendly little creatures in there for you. Now, you are up against the clock, so get a pace on. Your time will start as soon as you get to the top of the ladder. You happy? As happy as you can be. Right, take your place at the bottom of the ladder.
Good luck, mate.
Your challenge starts now.
Come on, Neve. Come on, Neve. Just climb in. Come on, Neve.
Right.
Just pull your way through.
That's it.
Keep going, mate.
You're my eyes, yeah? You gotta tell me what to do. I can't see anything.
Now, this
Nothing there,
is
mate.
a challenge that really scares me. This is something that I probably wouldn't even attempt to do.
Ignore everything.
Keep going, mate. Keep going. There's nothing there.
But
You're
making this look easy. What can you see in there, Neve?
Right, just look around.
He's in.
Look around.
Look around for the key.
That's it, mate. Keep going.
Go
Keep going.
everywhere.
Tell him to be gentle.
Be nice and gentle, mate. Be nice and gentle.
He is on a mission.
Just rats.
Just rats. Friendly rats.
Where is that key?
Be careful.
There. Right in the corner,
It's
mate.
in the corner on the right. You got it. Go back.
Right,
Go
come on.
back. Right.
Right.
No, to your right. Yeah.
Bottom.
No, the other one. The other corner. Yes. Yes.
This is it.
Got it.
Go on, get out. Get out.
Make
Get
his
out.
way
Quickly.
back out.
You've got loads of time. Just make your way out.
Half your time, mate.
Keep going.
He doesn't have loads of time, and it is really tough actually climbing back up that tunnel.
Fast as you can, mate.
Keep going.
He's making this look so easy.
You're doing it. You're almost
Come on,
there.
mate. You're almost there.
Keep going.
Face.
You're nearly there.
He is so determined to get this key.
Come on, mate. So close. That can be. Come on.
Down you come. Down you come. Easy now on that ladder. Well done. Okay, I want you to describe it to me. What was it like in there?
Legs, tails, and fur. Yeah, I was in a dark place with rats. It was cold. It was actually quite cold, and it was filled with poo. My teammates, they were my eyes. They were the ones that could see stuff. So I just had to trust them and make sure that they were doing the right thing, because they won us that challenge, not me.
Wow, well, look, you're on a mission to get a key, And I'm pleased to say you got it! Woo! So let's have a look at the scoreboard. So it's 1 key to the Sharks and 1 key to the Vipers. Well done, team. Now here's Andy with the Sharks.
1 apiece. This is getting juicy. You like a competition, don't you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Now, Captain, Josie's in there. Is she the right person for this one?
Yes, I believe she is, because she's quite a cool and collected person, so I think she's going to do quite well with this one.
Okay, well, she's sat on the gyroscope. The gyroscope's going to spin around, and lights will be flashing in front of her. She needs to press the lights so she completes the sequence. Once she completes the sequence, the code will be revealed in front of her, and then she'll shout it out to you, who will be eagerly waiting at the key box to open it. You got it?
Yep.
Okay. Josie, you all right?
Yep, I'm good.
Okay. She needs a steady stomach for this. Your challenge starts now.
Whoa. Okay. Whoa.
Here we go. Whoa.
Keep going, Josie.
Stay focused on those buttons, Josie. You can do this.
It's getting faster. It keeps like going from different side to
As
side.
those buttons light up, she needs to press them. There you go. She's got one.
Yeah, keep going. That's it. Keep going. Keep going.
Yes.
Go.
Yes.
We've got another one.
Keep going, Josie. Keep going.
Oh.
Short one. Keep going. Press the buttons, Josie. That's it. Keep going. Keep going.
Come on.
Last fingers and last fingers. Keep going. Keep going.
I really
Come on, Josie. Come on. Keep going. Keep going.
Really want her to get this.
Keep going.
Oh,
Keep going.
Come on, Josie.
feel
Keep going. Keep
the
going.
dizziness. I can feel the
Keep
dizziness.
going. Keep going. Eyes the
Josie.
buttons. Eyes the buttons, Josie. Keep going.
Stay focused on the
Stay
button. Go on,
focused. Stay
Josie.
focused. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
That's it.
Come on, Josie.
Stay focused. Keep going.
Here we go.
Keep
Yeah.
going.
Yes.
That's it. Well
Look
done.
at the code. Look at the code.
4156. 4156. 4156.
Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up now. 4-1, but you gotta do it.
Come on.
4156. 4156.
Get it in line.
Come on. 4156.
Get it in line, guys. Come on, in line.
Have we got this? Have we got this? Oh! You guys! Joseph! Well done, Team Sharks!
Well done.
Let's take a look at those highlights. Oh!
At the beginning, I thought this is impossible. I'm never going to be able to do it. But then, as it went on, I got better and better, and then I was just hitting the buttons. And then I ended up doing it, and I shouted out the code.
I completely went blank on numbers, so when they were screaming at me, I was just like, yes, yes. And then it just went completely blank.
So I just, well, sort of, let's say, commandeered the actual padlock and changed it and fixed it, basically.
Well done indeed. Let's take a look at the scores. The Sharks have 2 keys, and the Vipers have 1 key. Well done, Sharks! Plenty more chaos, plenty more keys, plenty more challenges still to come on Fort Boyard Ultimate Challenge. Join us after the break.
Welcome back to Fort Boyard Ultimate Challenge. It's a tense battle between the Sharks and the Vipers. So far, the Sharks have 2 keys and the Vipers have 1. But this next challenge is for both of our teams. Tim from the Sharks and Jack from the Vipers are ready to take on this challenge. They have to climb these perilous poles 50 feet above the raging ocean using the pegs that they have with them. The first person to the top who grabs the key will win the challenge. Guys, pretty treacherous conditions out here right now.
Yes.
How are you feeling about this challenge?
A little nervous, but I'm definitely going to go for it.
Good luck. Your challenge starts now.
Yes, Tim. Come on, Tim.
Now, you're not going to have enough pegs in there, I don't think, to build it. So you might have to reuse some, take it easy, or don't use them on every single step. Wow, this is tricky. The wind, the rain, but both guys want this key for the team. About halfway up. Steady now. Those poles are so slippery. It looks like Jack's taking the lead here.
The Vipers are in the lead so far. Jack's going strong. Tim seems to have caught up. This is a brilliant effort from him. A brilliant turn of events. Tim started edging his way ahead. This is unbelievable stuff.
Jack is not giving up.
The key is just beyond their reach.
That slip from Jack has opened up a big gap.
Can Tim use that to his advantage?
I can't believe the Sharks have now taken the lead.
Tim's extending his lead, but Jack could still catch up. Anything could happen in these harsh weather conditions.
Jack's really struggling to find his footing.
Their hands are going to be freezing.
They are doing so well considering the wind and rain. Tim's pulled further ahead. He's practically level with the key. Tell him to turn around. Can he reach the key?
Absolutely incredible. I'm telling you, those conditions out there are rough. Let's have a look at the action replay.
I'm quite a strong climber, but also I know that Jack is quite a bit taller than me, so I figured he'd have a height advantage.
Having big feet is a massive disadvantage on that challenge because the pegs are 6 inches, not even that.
My hands were so numb. I was really tired, but the best thing I could do was just climb my way up and just hold on tight whilst I grabbed the key.
I just kept slipping off and the wind wasn't helping, and he deserved to win at the end of the day.
Wow, wow. Well, let's have a look at how that affects the scoreboard. It's 3 keys to the Sharks and 1 key to the Vipers.
All right.
Vipers, you ready to take on another challenge?
Yes.
Come on, follow me. Let's do this. Woo! Here we are at our next challenge. Now, this challenge is going to need someone with skill, endurance, and who doesn't mind getting wet. Now, Jack, we're going to let you off for this one because I think you got pretty wet on the last challenge. And Suzanne, I can see you're dressed and ready. In this room, you'll see buckets above your head that are filled with water. You've got to use the water in those buckets to raise the water level in the cylinder, which means you'll be able to grab the key. When you're doing that, you're going to be running at the same time because you're going to be on a conveyor belt. Good luck. We want this key, don't we?
Yes.
You're up against the clock. Your challenge starts now.
Come on, Suzanne, you can do it. Come on.
Come on, Suzanne.
Come on, Suzanne, just get on there straight away.
Buckets at the back first.
Yeah, get the buckets at the back.
Now, she can't
Start
afford
going.
to drop too much water, so she needs to take those buckets with 2 hands. She needs to get a good steady pace on the conveyor belt.
Use both hands. Both hands. Carefully.
Try not to drop
But
any
really
water.
carefully.
That technique is perfect. Now,
That's it.
A few more. Just chuck it.
she needs to throw that bucket away. She
going.
needs to fill
That
as
front
much
one.
of that water in that cylinder as possible.
Don't go too fast, because the more you fast you go, the more water.
Carefully.
Come on, Suzanne.
Come on, Suzanne.
Carefully. Yeah, just carefully.
Now get it all the way. All the way.
Yes. Chuck it. Just chuck
Doing
it.
well.
Get away.
No, it's fine. Chuck it.
Drop the water, don't matter.
Keep going.
Very concerned as to what she does with these
Come on,
buckets.
Suzanne.
Keep
Careful with the
going,
triple.
Suzanne. Go careful.
She needs to be really careful with that rope.
Go careful on straight down. You do well. Yes, Suzanne. Chuck it.
Be careful on the rope behind her.
Go careful on the road. Keep going. Carefully.
How is your time?
Yeah, keep going.
Oh, that's a lot of water.
Keep going. Chuck it. Leave it. Let go. Let go. Yeah,
Come on.
you can do it.
She's doing really, really well. The time is running out. We're going to take a look at the action replay.
I found the first 2 buckets really easy to grab, and if they'd all been like that, it would have been amazing. But of course, it's fought Boyard, so they were a lot harder than I expected. I fell it was right at the end, and my feet got all caught on the wires, and the conveyor belt was still moving, and I just fell back to the mats at the end. So I managed to get up, and I'm feeling okay now.
It was a great effort. So well done, Suzanne. Right, let's have a look at how that affects the scoreboard. It's 3 keys to the Sharks and 1 key to the Vipers. Never mind, team. Here's Andy with the Sharks.
Right, Sharks. An opportunity to extend your lead. It's still 3-1. Katie, what you're going to have to do is go underwater into the depths of the fort. You're going to navigate a tool which is attached to an illuminated rope along it. You're also going to come across some obstacles, so you need to make your way past that. Then you're going to find yourself at an underwater dome. Use that dome for air while you're unscrewing the bolts, which will release the code. Once you find the code, make your way back to the surface, shout it out to your teammates, who hopefully will be waiting by that key lock. Yeah? You ready?
Ready? Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, Katie.
Come on, Katie. Come on, Katie, you can do this.
Oh, that's a heavy one. Go on, Katie.
Come on.
Your challenge will start when you enter the water.
Yes.
Your challenge starts now. Off you go, dude.
Come on, Katie. Come on, follow the rope, follow the rope.
Follow the rope.
Keep going.
Okay, she's already got the tool.
That's it.
Okay, good girl. She's already sliding out brilliantly. Past the obstacles. Past the obstacles.
Let's go over it, go
There we
over.
go.
Put it round, put it
She's going
round.
quickly, isn't she?
Come on, come on.
I don't know who's getting wetter, us or her.
Come on, come on. You got it, you're doing so well. You got
She's brave.
You're
She's
going
brave.
really fast. She's an amazing swimmer. She's so good. Come on, Katie.
She needs to go through that tunnel underwater.
Come on, big girl.
She's done it. She's done it. Go on, girl. This is great to watch.
Oh my God, she's doing so well. Go on.
How far are we from the dome? She's found the dome. When she gets to the dome, she needs to use that tool to unscrew the bolts, which will release the code. She's there now. Go on, Katie. Go on.
Yes!
Brilliant. Okay, now she needs to unscrew those bolts.
Come on, Katie.
Use the dome for air. Use the dome for air.
Come on, keep going. You're doing so well. Keep getting that air.
Keep turning them the right way. The other way. Turn it the other way.
The other way.
She's got it. She's got it.
Just yes.
Keep going, Katie.
Come on. Come on.
That's one off. She needs to get the other one off before time runs out.
Come on, Katie.
Get ready by the padlock, guys. Get ready by the padlock. And keep going, keep going. There we go, there we go. Keep going before the time runs out, Katie. Come on, girl.
Yes, come on.
Get ready by the code. Come on.
We need the code.
All right, grab it. Here it comes. Make your way out, Katie. Got it? Okay, here
That's it, go.
Guys, quiet. Wait for her. 6497 are here. 6497, don't forget.
9, 7, 6, 4, 9, 7.
Hurry up before that. Yes! The Sharks!
We got it!
Sailing away with it!
I was so nervous because I was like, I'm going to be underwater. Like, if something goes wrong, I can't really say stop because I'm going to have a mouthful of water. But I was thinking in some ways I was excited though because I like swimming and things, so I was a bit like, oh, a bit of a challenge, but I really enjoyed it.
That was unbelievable. Was there any point there where you felt a bit scared and a bit claustrophobic?
Yeah, it was only going through the tunnel, but you had to hold your breath for like the little tunnel. I was like, oh God.
I'll tell you what, the mind believes, the body achieves. Let's take a look at the scores. The Sharks have 4 keys and the Vipers have just 1 key. Sharks, time to see if you can sail away with another key. We ready?
Yeah!
Come with me.
Let's go!
So, teams, another chance to win a key. Roman, Neve are holding on for dear life. Now, what has to happen here is that the opposition team are going to fill those buckets up with corn, which is going to act as a counterweight. And whichever of the two of you loses grip of your rope first and goes flying into the air, well, you lose that key for your team. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes!
Well,
That's more like it.
Because your challenge starts now. It's all about teamwork, this one. All about teamwork. Roman's already assumed a seating position to try. Let's get a close centre of gravity as he can. Anyone on their tippy toes yet? Neve's looking like he's slightly lifting off the ground. This is good. This is good. Got to that point yet.
Roman doesn't want to talk, he's focused.
Look at that. Roman's just got his eye on the prize. Look at him. Stealth, Roman, stealth. Stealth. Keep going! Keep going, teams! Come on. Keep going, teams! The quicker you pour the corn in the basket, the quicker the opposition's lifted off the ground. This is brilliant. Love it.
This is not
Neve's in the air. He hasn't let go yet.
Holding on for dear life.
Look at this, the Sharks are steaming ahead. Roman still looks very grounded, very chilled, but it could all change at any time. Keep going.
I just can't believe the amount of corn on the floor over here.
I know. Massive clean-up job for the guys at the fort.
Hey, that's your job, Andy,
Oh,
isn't it?
don't start that. You always give me these dirty jobs, Laura. Oh, Neve's hanging on to one rope. Roman's in the air as well. What can happen? Who's going to go first? Look at Roman's concentration face. Neve. How are we feeling there, mate? You're right. You're right.
Look at the focus there in
He's gone. And the Sharks win the key.
When we first got strapped up and whatnot, I immediately felt like I had a massive wedgie, to be honest.
Every part of me wanted my team to load that corn faster because my fingers were aching and I thought they were going to fall off.
1 minute, he was on the ground. Next minute, he's in the air. Next minute, he's holding on by one rope. And I was just wondering, what is going on as I slowly lifted up myself. When you realise that you've won a challenge, it just feels absolutely amazing.
Sharks, you have now earned yourself the full amount of time in the treasure chamber. Let's take a look at the scores. The Sharks have 5 keys and the Vipers have just 1 key. All right, still more action to come on Fort Boyard Ultimate Challenge. Join us after the break.
Welcome back to a wet and windy Fort Boyard. The Sharks are battling against the Vipers. So far, the Sharks are storming the lead with an incredible 5 keys. The Vipers are trailing behind with just 1. But this is their chance now to bring themselves back into the game with their solo challenge. Talia, team captain for the Vipers, has bravely put herself forward for this challenge. She's got to walk the tightrope all the way from one side of the fort to the other, 60 feet above the fort's floor, using a pole to balance herself. Once she gets there, she's got to open a wallet to reveal the code and shout it out to her teammates who are watching just here with me. Talia, how are you feeling up there?
Okay, it's a bit windy, but I'm feeling good.
Focus. Keep your eye on that wallet. We really need this key. No pressure. Your challenge will start as soon as you're ready, in your own time.
Go on, Talia.
Come on, you got this, Talia.
She's off.
Focus on a point, that's it. Focus on a point.
Don't look at us, don't look down at all.
Nice.
This is hard enough on a nice day, but on a windy and wet day like today, it's just even trickier. But she's remaining focused. Wow.
Did so well, Talia.
She's moving so quickly.
Remember, Talia,
Doing amazing.
you're doing great speed, but slow and steady.
It's like dip steps at gymnastics.
She's a gymnast. Now, time is ticking.
Well, that's about halfway.
She needs to maintain this pace and pick it up if she can. How are your arms feeling?
A bit tired, but they're okay.
We need a second key for the Vipers.
Almost there, you're so close.
Steady now.
Steady yourself, steady yourself.
Almost there. Come on. She's been ever so brave.
Keep going.
The team are ready and waiting here by the box.
Right, 2, 8, 1, 5. 2, 8, 1, 5.
Okay, come on, time's ticking. We need to be quick with this code. 2815. Have you got it? Yes! The second key for the Vipers! Well done, guys, well done! Let's have a look at that brave walk again in the highlights.
I was pretty confident, and because we'd lost a few keys before, I really didn't want to let my team down. I didn't have a technique, but then as I went on, the balance became easier because I used to be a gymnast.
Her balance was amazing throughout, and we were all so proud of her.
After that valiant effort there from Talia, let's have a look at the scoreboard. It's 5 keys to the Sharks, and now 2 keys to the Vipers. Well done, team. We're going to get Talia down. Here's Andy with the Sharks.
So, Vipers have just got a key. You've already got 5 keys, so plain sailing from this point onwards. This could earn you 150 extra coins in the treasure chamber. Yeah, I know, don't celebrate yet, because there's still a bit to do. So you're doing this, aren't you, Tim?
Yes, I am, yes.
Team captain, good way to finish off.
Yeah.
So, outside the cell, you can see a group of codes. Underneath the codes are numbers corresponding to them. What you need to do is go into the cell and put your hands in 3 different boxes. Right. Feel the code, describe it to your teammate, who will match it up to the numbers on the wall, get a 3-digit code, put it in the machine, and hopefully that will release the key. Is he going to do this, team?
Yes!
OK, your team are behind you. Make your way in, sir.
Go on, Tim. Go on, Tim, you can do this.
The challenge starts now. So, the first box is full of frogs. He doesn't look bothered, though.
That's it, you're doing really well.
What can you feel?
Right, 2 top, left middle, no, yeah, right middle, and right bottom.
That's 4. Take 2, next one.
There's 1.
Second box is full of cockroaches.
They're all over me.
Keep going.
Come on, keep
2
going.
top,
Yeah.
no middle,
3. No, hold on.
Okay.
2 top, bottom right.
Yeah.
3.
OK, one more, Tim.
Snake,
one
snake.
more.
Keep going.
Snake, mate.
Yeah. They can't
I thought you weren't scared of snakes.
Nah, it's just finding the right way so it don't
They
bite
can't
me.
hurt you, they
You can do this, mate, you can do it.
None of their heads are facing you, it's cool.
Right, okay.
They're all going up to the top, it's fine. They're not near you at all.
Right, okay.
What you got?
Top.
He's being so brave.
Yeah, 2 top.
Yeah.
2 middle.
Yeah.
And 1 at the bottom.
Yeah, that's
Bottom
all.
right.
Number 7.
Bottom right, that's me done.
OK, hold on. Let's hope you got the key. Come on, Tim. Capitan, led from the front.
Yeah, well done.
The snakes, they felt like rubber tubes. I mean, it wasn't like scaly like you expect. It's like you feel like you're grabbing like a rubber hose pipe or something. The cockroaches kind of felt like these little things just crawling all over my hands. I mean, whenever I'd move them out of the way to go to the code, they'd run back onto my hand, and I was just like, whoa, hang on, off. As the team leader, I wanted to lead from example, just go in there, cool, and just try my best and get it right, so.
Let's take a look at the scores so far. The Sharks have 6 keys, and the Vipers just have 2. Well done, Sharks! OK, you could probably extend this lead, because we're going to meet Laura with the Vipers. Are we ready?
Yes.
Let's go, come on!
right, teams, this is your last chance to win a key. Now, Sharks, if you win this, you're going to have 300 extra bonus points. Yes. Vipers, you really need this key. Here's what you've got to do. In front of you, you'll see a transparent game board. You have to insert these shapes into that board one at a time. Once you've picked a piece, you must commit to it. And the person that puts the piece in that sticks out of the top here will lose the challenge and the key for their team. You ready for this?
Yes.
Sharks, you're up first. Tim, if you'd like to step forward. Deep breath there. Talia's next.
Interesting.
My man next.
It's like a chess game, to be honest. It's very, very strategic.
Suzanne.
We were all telling each other, giving each other advice. If one person was putting it somewhere wrong, someone would go, no, it needs to go here.
Just the one to use. Ooh.
During that game, your heart beat so loud, literally. I thought the microphones were going to pick it up. It was so loud.
Oh. I was, literally, my heart was pounding like a machine gun's bullets.
Okay.
Josie.
Good move. Buy your team more time. Nice.
Jack.
Oh. Interesting, Jack. Very interesting.
So this is Tim's second attempt.
It's a good one.
Really need this key.
Yeah, I agree.
You need to step behind your bar when you're putting it in.
Now it's getting tense.
Make sure it's at an angle. Yeah? Yeah. That's it. Yeah, go on. Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Suzanne next.
Getting closer to the top.
Put it anywhere flat. Put it flat, yeah.
Oh. And there are very few places I can put these blocks now.
Yeah.
I am standing by with my stick, Andy, ready and waiting.
Stop waving your wand. Oh, very nice, Katie. Tactics are coming into it.
Little team
Look at
discussion.
this.
Neve's feeling the pressure.
There's all three sections I reckon you could put this.
Yeah, go there. No, yeah, there.
They're really thinking so
Oh!
about this.
I actually thought he was going to rotate that the other way.
Ready and I'm waiting.
Literally. Just kissing the top. Just kissing the top.
Above the wall. Like right towards left.
Sure?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go with the captain.
Like right on top of the wall, but right to the left. Right.
Yeah?
No, right. Yeah.
Oh!
No, we're still in.
What do they have left?
That way. Go to sweat, I'll go to sweat.
It is very tense.
Then they can't put anything on top.
He's
You
committed.
gotta let it go.
He's committed. The last key goes to the Vipers!
I dropped it and I thought, that's all right, we're doing really well. And then it didn't go. I thought, oh no.
Let's look at how that has affected the scoreboard. The Sharks have 6 keys and the Vipers have 3.
Can it get any more tense? Oh yes, I think it can, because where are we heading now? The treasure chamber! Let's do it! To unlock the gate and receive the full 3 minutes in the treasure chamber, each team must have 5 keys. For each key less than 5, there's a 10-second time penalty. Each key over 5 earns a bonus of 150 gold coins. Once the gate is unlocked, the time begins and each team will be shown a map of the treasure chamber floor with 4 crests marked on it. They must memorise the 4 crest positions on the map and then place them on the corresponding squares on the chamber floor, all under the watchful eyes of the Fort's Tigers. Each player then places a hand on the scanner and, if they're correct, the key to the treasure chest will be released and the team can start collecting the gold. If they get it wrong, they must reposition their crests until they get it right.
The team with the most coins wins.
Teams, you've taken on some incredible challenges and braved the weather, but you've made it here. The ultimate challenge, the treasure chamber. So it's a straight-out race to grab as many gold coins as you can, and the total number of gold coins you grab will be added to the overall tournament leaderboard.
Now, you need 5 keys to get the maximum amount of time in the treasure chamber. We'll start with you, Sharks. 6 keys! Which means 150 extra coins will be added to your total. All right?
Yes.
Well done.
Well done, Sharks. Vipers, you've done very well. You managed to bring yourself back in the game. You've had some really tough challenges, but you were 2 keys short, so that means you're going to have a 20-second time penalty. So, Sharks, when the gate starts to open, your map will be revealed. Vipers, your map will be revealed once your time penalty is up. Are you ready to take on the treasure chamber?
Yes!
Andy.
OK, be careful out there. It can be a bit slippy. Your challenge starts now. Come on, teams. Make sure you get it right. The Sharks are studying their map. Can they remember it first time? They're in already.
The Vipers are poised, ready to check out their map. There it goes. Memorise it, guys.
They've got 150 extra coins and
They are both in.
the full time in the treasure chamber.
The Sharks have got it right. Well done. Go, 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 Sharks.
The Vipers are in and putting down their crests.
There they go!
The Vipers have done it.
Both teams first time. Brilliant.
Go, Vipers. Open that chest as quickly as you can.
It's quite slippy.
That's it. Grab and go, teams. Don't be slow. Be careful. The floor is really slippy.
Be careful, be careful. Look at Josie.
She's like,
whatever
I want to
happens,
get
you
in
can
the
find,
cage.
she will get in. Well done,
Steady
Dave. Well
now.
done.
Wow, that looks like an impressive couple of handfuls there.
Pumping away. Come on!
Look at those tigers, Andy.
I know. They're looking hungry, aren't they? They're looking good.
They're really not pleased about all that gold being taken from under their eyes.
You're going on. Good motivation there, Katie. Good motivation.
Wow.
Wow.
Make your way out!
The gate is closing, Jack! Get out!
Anyone would think they don't know what the word out is. Here's the action replay.
As soon as we saw the key drop and the green light go, we thought, right, let's gun it.
We just got as many coins as we can, and I think by the end of it, there were hardly any coins left in the chamber.
Time zooms in the treasure room. You literally, you feel like you've been in there for 5 seconds before the gates closing. It's crazy.
I was literally centimetres away. I did the Indiana Jones slide underneath, so I thought I looked pretty cool, to be fair.
That was immense. Let's find out how much gold both teams have collected.
Now, Vipers, you're going to lift and load first, please. Talia, do you think it's going to be victory for the Vipers?
I think it's going to be close because we had a time penalty, but I think we did well considering we had a time penalty.
Wow, we're about to find out. Let's see how much you took. Amazing. If you'd like to collect that, please, team.
I mean, that was a big take, team captain. How do you think you guys fared in there?
I think we may have just taken them because we've got the extra 150, but it was just a mad dash to get as much as we could. And I think we may, but I'm really unsure. So.
OK, lift and load. So the 150 extra coins have already gone in. Let's see if it's enough to beat the Vipers. 1,230. The Vipers have won.
It's a victory for the Vipers!
I cannot believe it. Fantastic. Well, let's see how that affects the overall leaderboard.
So despite their bonus, the Sharks stay in last place, but the Vipers' amazing haul in the treasure chamber means they go to first place ahead of the Falcons.
Anything can happen in that treasure chamber.
Crazy place.
It's been a fantastic show. Make sure you join us next time for more challenges here on The Fort. We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye, people.
Bye.
When the score came up, it was unbelievable.
Secret weapon for getting a lot of coins, I feel, is these bad boys.
We call him Shovels. He's just got large hands. He even says he took about half of the coins in his first go.
In the end, the best team did win because they came together in the most important part.
I can't wait to get back on the fort and give it another go because we did so well.
I can't see anyone else beating the Red Vipers because we are just the perfect team.